Well, hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for May 2023. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are turning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is your monthly reading for May. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. But just to make you aware, May is a pretty monumental month astrologically. We have 3 major events to look out for. Wow, that just sprung right out of the deck there for you. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, the first major event is the full moon in Scorpio. It's actually an eclipse and it occurs on the 5th of May. Now, eclipses, they tend to bring very chaotic energy, but they can also bring tremendous change. Being in the sign of Scorpio, this can indicate clandestine changes behind the scenes, even on a global scale. You may only see the tip of the iceberg start to be revealed in the month of May, and then all will be revealed as we move towards the end of the year. And on a personal level, it can also drain your energy. And initially, it encourages you to make a powerful change within yourself. It opens up a wonderful portal of self-discovery. And you may also work on changes behind the scenes and not really let anyone know until they are fully realized. So you may be working really hard in silence on a project or on something that you really want to accomplish, and you're not giving away any details because you don't want to be derailed from your path, or you don't want any distractions. Now, it's important to realize that whilst it is exhausting, this is a perfect time to confront things that you've outgrown in your life. So it's a time for decluttering your home space or your life in general, and detaching from things that you have evolved from. On a global scale, you could also see some shocking events unfolding during this month, especially in the arena of the financial sector. As we are moving into Taurus season, or we've already moved into Taurus season, should we say. Taurus rules money, acquisitions, savings, pensions, inflation, financial structures, as well as alliances. And we're already seeing these major shifts on a global scale towards a more digital currency. Now, you may hear more about that as you move throughout the month of May, but things don't start to become fully realized, as I said, until the end of the year is what I'm seeing there. Now, Mercury, I want you to be aware, goes direct on the 15th of May. So this is very, very positive. If you've been having any glitches with your internet provider or your phone signals, or, you've been having a little bit of difficulty with electronic devices, then all should be restored after the 15th of May. Also, if you've been stumbling over your words like I have, then you will find yourself more eloquent after the 15th of May. It's a perfect time for you to pitch an idea or write a novel or a book, or even go for an appraisal or give a presentation of some sorts. So the power is in the voice and the mind as we move into Mercury direct. Now, also Jupiter moves into the sign of Taurus, and it stays there until May next year. Jupiter is the planet of good luck, expansion, opportunity, and good fortune. So this is a very positive thing indeed, especially when it comes to finances, because it is in the sign of Taurus. So although things are getting a little bit more expensive and, things are on the rise in terms of inflation, and the price of living, there is more opportunity for you to attract wealth or prosperity during this time, because Jupiter favors people who use their ideas and connect to their manifestations. So just watch out for that, because you got the manifestation card right there. So anything that you've have a hunch that you should set up a new business, or you've got new investment ideas, really do your due diligence. But I see them being very, very fortunate. And you've got the Queen of Pentacles here and the Page of Pentacles. I mean, you're starting at the Page of Pentacles and you're going to the Queen, which really indicates you're multiplying your finances and you're being very conservative with the way that you actually use your finances. You're going to be able to save a lot more than you expected. Okay. Now, I have to let you know about this alignment that is not troubling me, but it is something I should mention. And I'm not here to scare anyone or make anyone paranoid or anything like that. I just want you to be aware, because you may see a little bit more of it in the media. We do have... let's put it this way. As Jupiter moves into the sign of Taurus, there is a major alignment, and it's with a clash with Pluto, okay? And Pluto is associated with things coming to light, the hidden coming to light, but it's also associated with pandemics. So we may actually be reminded of everything that we've just gone through, and there may be some more data that comes through, or there may be some more things that come to light that we were not aware of, and there may even be developments within that sector also. Now, I don't want to hear about it. You don't want to hear about it. We all want to just pretend it never happened and just, move on. But, this time period, the alignment can indicate that we haven't heard the last of it. Okay, so I just want you to be aware. But this time, what's more positive is that Jupiter is present this time round, so it suggests an easier time for us all. So I want you to be aware. If you start to see things like in the media popping up in May, then just be aware that there are planetary alignments which shift to revisit negative energy. Okay, so I just want you to be aware of that. But we will move past it after we've gone through May. Remember that it's not all doom and gloom. Jupiter is a very benevolent energy, and it will be available for us all to use that energy right up until 2024. And then there are some major changes and restructures that will lie ahead. But we'll get to those when we get to those, right? Now, ultimately, this period encourages you to detox your body, mind, and soul, as well as declutter things that you've outgrown. It's to focus on your finances because, of course, we are in Taurus season, and it's really about looking at your budgets or looking at protecting all that you've worked so hard for at the moment. Looking at where you house your finances and making sure that institutions that you're connected to are not linked by license. Otherwise, you would not be insured for the full amount. Being savvy and keeping your eye on things. I'm really getting a sense of you keeping your eye on something, okay? And it may be, the financial sector, because it rules... the Taurus rules that sector, so you may feel a little bit more compelled to keep your eye on that during the month of May. Your third house is actually activated during this time, so you will be heavily influenced by Mercury going direct, because the third house is all about communication, being direct, asking the universe for what you want. Now, you may also feel like taking a quick trip this month. If you've already got one booked, you've probably been influenced by your third house, or you may feel compelled to save for one and just take a quick getaway to refresh your soul. It could even be like a great escape that you're planning. You also have responsibilities to take care of course, but you may feel a little bit more like soul searching in the month of May and really connecting to your true calling. Now, even a quick trip to visit friends or family, it will actually soothe your soul, ground your energy, and help you return to everyday life, recharge with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a very, very positive thing for you. Your ninth house takes over, and that's around about the middle of the month. And that's really about learning more about yourself. You're asking those deeper philosophical questions. As I said, that soul-searching energy, the meaning of life, but also you may feel more connected to your bigger picture, shall we say, checking in with your bigger dreams, manifesting all that you desire and learning more skills to make it happen, trusting your instincts, and also keeping life exciting by adding new experiences to your life. Some of you may put yourself on a course of learning, or you've already done that and you're going to be fulfilling that and really enjoying it, maybe even getting a certificate. Or you may even just think about studying abroad, or, mixing travel with study too. So this is a very important time for you, asking those bigger questions. You've got the first card, the manifestation card. This is the Magician. So that indicates that you are a high vibration soul in the month of May, and you're turning your visions into reality. Oh my gosh. As I said, I feel like you're keeping your eye on something, and they're really highlighting this eye. Okay. So, With the manifestation card, this also indicates you are a very talented human being. You have a lot of skills, but sometimes you question what you have to offer. It may come up sometimes you may have some doubts is what I'm seeing. Sometimes you may think, when things are going well, you may think that, imposter syndrome, you're wondering if you can continue it, gathering momentum and going from strength to strength. But there's no need to question your skills or doubt your wonderful self because you've got it all going on. And I feel some of you are building in confidence in May. You start to recharge your batteries and start to look at yourself in a very different and very positive way. You're eradicating negative self-talk, and you're being a little bit more compassionate with yourself, because sometimes you tend to be a little bit critical on yourself. I know that they say that Virgos can be very critical or very blunt and direct, but you're even more so to yourself. You have high expectations, and not just of other people, you have even higher expectations of yourself. So they really want to indicate, give yourself a break, know that you're actually doing a really good job. Be proud of yourself. You're actually strong, and you've been through a lot. And something that you've been waiting for and putting so much effort into, you're going to be rewarded with it, okay? The Hierophant is there indicating to have faith, okay? Some of you may also go into the teaching sector, or you are a teacher, but I definitely see that you are strengthening your belief systems, and mainly you're strengthening your belief system in yourself, okay? Now, with this card, this indicates you have a goal or something in mind that you've been trying to manifest, and it's going to show up for you. Some of you, it may be that you want to set up your own stream of income, or some sort of side hustle, or even a main job from the home space, because the Queen of Pentacles, which you got at the outcome energy, that's all about the home space, really committing yourself to a goal. Maybe it's something that you do from home that's creative, and it's your destiny. It actually will bring in lots more money. It will multiply your finances. It may be a second stream of income at the moment, but I feel it will be so lucrative going forward. It actually takes up the majority of your time and becomes a main job there. Now, some of you may also already be an entrepreneur, and you may be learning a little bit more of your craft just to, shake up any monotony that's going on there. I feel like you're trying to add more strings to your bow, really hone your skills as well. And I definitely see you trying to bring a lot more excitement and spontaneity into your world. It's really interesting because every sign has pretty much been trying to do that this month for May. So I feel that collectively everybody's hitting like a hump day, or hump month, shall I say. We're not 100% in the middle of the month, but of course we're nearly there, and sometimes we can start to feel a little bit like, oh, it's the same old thing, just a different day, different month. And I feel you're trying to manifest something new, something different, something more exciting. Could be a new project, could even be that you're trying to save your finances to relocate, get more into nature, or even, save to buy a property in more of a rural area is what I see there. Getting back to nature is something that I feel you're compelled to do in the month of May. Now also, this is your protagonist energy, so you are in the law of attraction. Thoughts are becoming things. Now, the Two of Wands also indicates that some of you are really checking in with yourself and asking yourself, are you on the right path? You may be feeling a little bit restless recently, and you have an appetite or a yearning for something that perhaps has not quite shown up for you. And although there's an eagle here, I feel this is like you're keeping your eye on something, or something is a slow moving process. You're rising through the ranks, or I'm getting a sense of the harbinger of change here for you with this card. And there's some sort of plan. You're mapping your progress. You're trying to trust in the unknown, but at the same time, you're investing a lot of energy. You are making progress, even though sometimes it may feel like you're standing still, and you're actually aligning yourself with your heart's desire. The universe is actually aligning you with what you need right now as well. Now, the Two of Wands is an interesting card because it can indicate that whilst you're at the planning stage of something, you may feel frustrated because you feel like you're not seeing the results, or the rewards are not coming yet, but they are coming, and they're going to surprise you, especially at the end of the month. We've got a large reward here for you. And I feel if some of you are working in a company with other people, there are people high up in the ranks who are noticing your work, and they want to recognize what you do by offering you some sort of gift or some sort of appraisal. could even be a bonus. I definitely see more money, you multiplying finances this month. It could also be that you are managing to be very clever with your finances and you've got a little bit extra in the bank in order to save. And I know things are difficult right now and things are really tight right now, but I feel you may even surprise yourself at the end of the month that you've got a little bit more than you expected, okay? Now, also, they're showing me that there is a talent here, and this is shown up for 2 other signs, so maybe you've got placements in those signs. I think it's Libra and Taurus that came through there. It's like you have a talent that you know that you have, but you really haven't tapped into it yet. And this may be the month where you start to explore it, okay? Something that really excites you, something that you really enjoy doing. But I feel there's this energy. If you enjoy doing it and you start to try and turn it into a business, you may be worried that maybe you won't enjoy it anymore. I feel you are the sort of person who is very diligent. You are very good at what you do. And I feel like you wouldn't get bored of doing something that you love that would also bring finances there as well. Now we got the Page of Pentacles. Some of you may be starting a new job or opening yourself up to new finances or new investments. This card literally means the effort that you make, the effort that you put in. And I feel like you're being really realistic about a goal that you have, but I do feel the universe steps in to give you a nice little surprise at the end of the month where you didn't expect some level of prosperity, or you didn't expect something to go the way that you hoped for, but it absolutely goes in your favor. Now, some of you may even be taking online courses or picking up new skills, being very curious about your skills and talents in order to hone them. And I feel like you've been very patient, very diligent. And I mean, we've got 2 Pentacle cards here, which really indicates that a lot of you may be focusing on your finances, but that could be the Taurian energy that is influencing us all this month as we're in Taurus season. When you get the Page of Pentacles, especially when it comes to finances, it can mean that some of you are deciding to step off into a new sector. You may be, it may be the beginning of your career in some aspect, or you may be starting something up, becoming an entrepreneur, setting up your own business. It feels like the beginning. You're cultivating good financial habits as well. So some of you are putting a little bit of money away for the future. Whatever your decisions that you're making in this moment, whatever you're saving for or whatever it is that you're investing in right now, whether it is investing in yourself, whether it's investing on your true calling, even if you're retired and you are not in the working sector right now, you're investing your energy into your projects. And I feel slowly but surely you're cultivating something that is going to be very prosperous. It could even be that you are deciding to grow your own food, or you've decided to grow your own herbs and flowers, and really connect to nature. I feel that you're going to start to see a rewarding move towards cultivating something very healthy, something that will grow and give you a lot of pride in. It's almost like your future self will thank you for what you're doing right now. Some of you may be even trying to set up a mentorship where you've got a lot of skills and a lot of talent and a lot of smarts, and you may be thinking about building a course online, for example, of giving knowledge or helping people with something, and you can use your skills. You might film it and then put it online, and then it brings in like money ticking in the background, something that you may be investing in first, creating it and then releasing it online. I'm just seeing someone do that right now in the water. So I just feel this is something that perhaps you've been thinking about for a while, or you've been, in the planning stages of as well there. With the manifestation card and the yearning card and the Page of Pentacles, some of you may be yearning for a new job opportunity. You may feel unfulfilled where you're at, or you may feel that you've hit a glass ceiling in some area, or you may feel that you're just not getting the finances that you truly deserve, based on the work that you're doing. You may feel that people are undervaluing you, or you may feel that you've undersold your gifts and that you want to recalibrate that. So you may actually decide to put your resume out there and get a new job opportunity. If you've come to this reading and you're looking for a new job, there's definitely one in the works for you. I feel May is where you get an offer of a job, and soon after taking that offer, they're going to see how talented you are. You actually step up. You get a promotion pretty quickly, okay? I feel you may even get a promotion within 6 weeks or so of taking the job. So look out for that, because I definitely see you leveling up. Now, the majority energy I see here is we've got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands. It's really interesting. You've got two pages and you've got two queens. So some of you may be doing something that you really love, that you're cultivating right now, and then you may be starting something new or very curious about starting something new that's also going to be very lucrative. But because we've got the creativity card here, and it's in the resistance position, some of you may have felt that you've had a creative block, or that you've been so busy focusing on work or your finances, or even the home life. If you've got children, you've been focusing on them, of course, which is very, very important. But some of you may have felt that you didn't have enough time for you. You may have been neglecting your own needs because you've had so much going on. Well, in the month of May, I feel you're going to try and recalibrate your schedule, shall we say, in order to have a little bit more time for you, or invest a little bit more time for you. Some of you, what I see here is I'm getting this energy of what you put in, you'll get out. So you may be looking at the effort that you put into something and whether it's worth it. With the Empress card, I really get a sense that you are stepping into a healthier, new version of yourself. So some of you may be looking at your diet, the foods that really give you energy, because all the energy cards here are in the resistance position. So either you feel like you've been running on empty, or you're just exhausted with the way that life is right now. You're just feeling a little bit fed up, a little bit tired with the status quo, and you just need a change and a bit of a break and a recharge of your batteries, because you may be feeling like, well, what's the point? You may feel like you're on a bit of a treadmill of life, and it just feels like a repetitive cycle, and you need to bring a little bit more enjoyment or a little bit more excitement, spontaneity into your world. So some of you may actually put yourself on a course of learning, or pick up a new hobby, or do something that you've always wanted to do. Now, if you have children, I feel that actually, now this is not going to resonate for everyone, so I want you to be aware of that. I'm picking up maybe about 25% of beautiful Virgos out there who have a child who perhaps is sometimes a little bit difficult, let's put it that way. This child is actually extremely intelligent, and I feel like they're a bit, it's like they're ahead of their time, or they're ahead of their class for their age, and they just feel like their energy is stifled. Okay, they feel like a little bit bored with what they're presented with, because it's almost like they're an old soul and they're very intelligent, and they're like, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, what's next? They're not being stretched or stimulated in the right way. That's what I feel. You know, I feel like training, they may, like, I feel you've got a very intelligent child. That's what I'm picking up. And they just may be a little bit bored, and you may be a little bit frustrated, but I feel something they really love to do, something creative, actually challenges their energy and helps them channel the energy into something that they really, really love doing. And then everything starts to calibrate out, and it starts to become a lot more harmonious. Okay, so that's just coming out there. I don't know who needs to hear that. They want you to be aware you are a really good parent. You're doing such a good job, and sometimes nobody tells you that. And what I'm seeing here is that actually your children actually find you very inspirational. They really look up to you, but they may not say it, okay? But they see you as very, very strong. And I'm going to give the sentence, and then I'm going to move on. They're giving me a sentence which is, you may hear this from your child or one of your children in the next 6 weeks, and they're going to tell you that they hope to be like you when they grow up. That's what I'm picking up on, okay? So they may actually say it like that to your face, but they want you to be aware that there's a lot of love there and a lot of respect. Okay, so I'm going to move on from that, because not everybody's got a child, of course. Now, with the Empress in this position, this indicates that some of you may have felt that abundance has been stifled, that you may have felt that things have not been going your way, and some of you may be hoping for a promotion or a raise within your working environment. It's not far away, okay, is what I see. I see you elevating in the month of May, and they're actually giving me a song that I'm not sure how it goes with this energy that I'm picking up, but I'll give you the song. And surprise, surprise, I don't know what the hell that song is. But anyway, it's very fast paced. It's like, it almost sounds like a young girl band singing this song, but I'll give you the words. Game on. Show me what you got. Give it, I think it said, give me everything. Okay. The main words I got was game on, show me what you got. And I think it said, give me everything as well. I don't know what that song is. I'm going to have to look it up online. Sometimes they throw songs at me and I'm like, I have no idea what that one is. Even when I think maybe it's a famous one and I should know it, but I just don't because, you know, I can't hear everything in the world. But now this could be that you're wanting to challenge yourself, or you feel that this is a month to prove yourself in some way. I feel you're capable of great things this month, and your future self is actually going to thank you for the decisions that you make in this month. Okay. Some of you are going to be a little bit more productive and creative this month as well. If you've had a creative block, or you felt that you've been procrastinating in any area, you're going to get a little bit more energy, a little bit more enthusiasm to get projects done. So by the end of the month, I feel you're going to be very proud of all that you've accomplished. But you may have felt recently that you've been a bit burnt out, or you may have felt a little bit low energy, low vibe, and you may be looking to food or nourishment to see if that in some way has actually drained your energy. Is there something that perhaps you eat and you don't feel so great after it, or you feel lethargic? Is there something there that perhaps you're intolerant to? I feel like you're really trying to look at food sources because they're actually highlighting the digestive area. So some of you may have had like indigestion recently, or you just may have had bloating, really sore bloating recently, and you may be looking at that because it may have been making you feel a little bit out of sorts. But you will find a solution to that throughout the month of May. Now, the Page of Wands is in the resistance position. So you may have felt that you were struggling in energy. I've already talked about that. I also feel some of you are a little bit shy and have been struggling with confidence. But I feel there's a big message in the month of May for you to shine your wonderful light and to step into your power. I definitely see that if you've been neglecting your own needs, there's time for rest and recharging your batteries. That's definitely necessary. I also see you picking up a new project in the month of May. Something that you're really eager to connect to, something that makes you feel a little bit like bold and stepping out of a comfort zone. It could even like stretch to you discovering new parts of your neighborhood, checking out new restaurants. That's popped up for some people. I get a collective desire right now for everybody wants to do something different, do something new, have something that either they've never done before. There's just this energy of the great escape. That's what I'm picking up in a lot of people's readings at the moment, and I feel it here for you as well. Now, with the Page of Wands, I really get an energy here of you either beginning a new project or acting on a new idea, but also a desire for an adventure, to get away. This card is about finding your purpose, taking the initiative to be on the right track. And some of you may have felt that you've not been on the right track, or you felt a little bit stifled recently and a little bit unmotivated. Some of you may have been, working away on a project, but your end goal is to either get into nature or to move out of the city. I definitely see an energy of trying to move closer to nature here. And with the Queen of Wands, some of you may have felt, I'm picking up two energies here. In the month of May, you may encounter someone who's a little bit immature in their energy, okay? Someone who, now this could be in your work environment, doesn't have to be, but when you have that person who, they come to you and they say, how do you do this? And you're like, oh, okay, no problem. I'll show you how to do this. This is how you do it. And then they go, okay, thanks very much. They don't write anything down. And then the next day they come to you and go, oh, could you tell me how to do that thing again? And you're like, okay. No problem. I'll show you. This is how you do it. Do you remember yesterday I showed you? This is how you do it. Yep, perfect. You know? Okay, brilliant. They still didn't write anything down. Third day, they come to you and go, so how do you do this thing? Could you tell me? And you're like, oh my gosh, I just told this person 2 times each day. They're not writing anything down. They're not even bothering. There may be someone in your environment in the month of May who seems like they're not putting in the effort and they're relying on you. It's almost like they expect you to just do it for them. Okay, now it could be, it doesn't have to be someone you work with. It could be a friend who just pops on in and says, hey, you know, could you help me out? And you're like, okay. It could be a family member. I'm picking up on this frustration of having to repeat yourself about something. Okay, I'm going to pull a quick card on that. I mean, that's very precise. They're indicating, yeah, this person, with the King of Cups, I feel like their heart is in the right place. But there's something here where, yeah, look at that, Knight of Wands. They come back and forth, in and out, like, you know, could you help me do this? I feel like you want them to stand on their own 2 feet, but at the same time, it's like they enjoy relying on you because it feels like they're closer to you, or they feel like they're involving you, even though you may feel they're bugging you, okay? Can you just please clarify that energy a little bit more? Yeah, I just feel... You know what? I just feel like it's a test of your patience. And I feel like this person, they will learn a lot from you. But go easy with them a little bit, okay? Because I feel later on, they actually, and you're not going to help them just so that they do you a favor later on, not at all. But I do feel this person later on in life, and I'm talking about a couple of years from now, will actually do you the biggest of favors. And they'll always remember that you had the patience with them to help them through this, whatever this is. Okay, so that's really precise. I'm going to step away from that energy because it feels very, very precise right now. There's something here that you love doing and that you really want to do. And I feel that you're being very independent and unstoppable in your energy. I feel that you're trying to challenge yourself this month to get something done. You're actually in control of whatever this is. And again, I really want to underline, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Because I see this energy of some of you wanting to, it's almost like you create something and you're like, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. There's a little bit of perfectionism here, so just watch out for that. Now, Queen of Wands, I definitely see some of you getting out and having a little bit more fun and having some creative collaborations, perhaps. This is a card of some of you may not have seen your friends as much as you normally do recently, and I definitely see them missing you and wanting to reconnect with you. The Queen of Wands really is about letting your passion run wild, because I feel some of you have felt a little bit stifled recently, or you felt blocked in your energy, but that's going to pick up pace and you're going to really connect to lots of different ideas. It's not going to feel like such a struggle in the month of May. Things start to slow down, but in a really positive way, and I feel like you get to recharge your batteries, and I feel you pick up more energy and you're more inspired this month to express your passions. Now also, with the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands in this position, it can indicate that you're holding back on your spending. You may be looking at your budget and making sure that you don't, spend more than you've got. I definitely see some of you are saving for some big purchase is what I see. And I feel that you will actually find what you want at a lesser price, okay, by shopping around is what I see. Ultimately, I feel like you're checking in with yourself to see where you're happy in your life at the moment. And as you can see with the Queen of Wands, she's looking in a certain direction. And you know, those wonderful sunflowers, they face the sun like she is facing the sun. Male or female, not a gender specific reading. It's about the energy. But I feel like you're turning your back on something because it's not been fulfilling, and now you're facing where you feel like you're happy. So even if it's on a small level, maybe there's something you do in your working environment that you think, you know what, I hate doing that part of my job. You may actually ask your boss to restructure some things so that you can like get rid of that part of your job, or find a different way to approach it so that it's more efficient, more enjoyable. I definitely see you trying to move away from things that perhaps make you feel stuck, or stifle your creative expression in some way. And I definitely see in this pile that you know, are in need of a vacation, or you have just taken one because you really needed one, and you needed that inspiration that comes from just taking a break and getting peace and then clarity about your next path. If you've taken a break already, I feel you do have that clarity in order to move forward on your true calling. But if you have not taken a vacation yet, even if it's like a couple of days out of work to just do some stuff around the house, because I definitely see that you're going to be very focused on the home space at the end of the month, doing some decluttering, maybe giving some stuff out to gift aid, or to maybe even, you know, social media platforms where you can sell items that can be loved by other people, but you're actually, you know, selling them so that you've got a little bit more money in the bank. I definitely see a lot of you focused on bills and the productive side of life, you know, your responsibilities. We do have changing cycles, which is the equivalent of the Wheel of Fortune. So at the end of the month, there's a lot of exciting times. There's a good fortune energy about this. This is a lucky break popping out of nowhere. It could be financial growth. Some of you may have been learning a little bit more about finances or investments, things that perhaps you've never done before, and you may find that you have beginner's luck. So I would definitely do your due diligence and not connect to any quick, you know, get quick rich schemes. But I do feel that you are multiplying your finances. Now, some of you may be thinking about relocating, so you may even be buying a property or thinking about going into real estate, and you're going to find a property out of the blue that really connects to you and is within your budget. I feel it's just below your budget actually, so you'll have a little bit of money left over, and you may relocate to that, or you may use it as an investment property, however you're going to go about that. But I definitely see that you are changing your status in some way, or changing how can I put that? You're changing your pace a little bit in the month of May. Even though things start to slow down, I feel for you at the end of the month, things start to quicken pace. And I feel you may connect to a hobby, or you may discover a part of your true calling that you really love doing starts to take off for you, okay? I really get a sense of success happening. If you're retired, I definitely see some of you thinking about relocating or getting more into nature. I also see a desire to look at your history. I'm picking up history and legacy here as well. Also, with the Queen of Wands, I want you to be aware that you're going to be very magnetic in the month of May. Lots of people are going to be noticing you. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I feel you're walking down the street, people are going to be noticing you, okay? And it will actually give you a little bit of confidence and like a spring in your step. Now, of course, you don't need anyone else to give you confidence, but I want you to be aware that you have an element of magnetism that you will become aware of in the month of May. You're going to be attracting a lot of things as well as a lot of attention. You actually have a lot of a power as well. If you're looking for love, I definitely see that there is a flirtation here for you. It may have been a while, and some of you may be worried about your age, because there may be an age gap between you and this person. Don't worry about age. It's just a number. When there's attraction and when there's love, love has no boundaries, okay? So you know, if you're vibing at a frequency that you want love and you've waited a long time for it, May could be the month where you connect to someone. But I see you connecting to them at a place where you learn something. So, I mean, it could be that you are going to the gym and you learn how to use one of the new machines, or it could be that you are putting yourself on a course of learning, or even you know, a spiritual trip to learn more about yourself. So I definitely see you meeting someone in a group setting. if you're looking for love there. I do see that a lot of your focus this month is on investing in your spiritual health and in your personal health as well, your physical health, as well as your finances, being really productive, you know, focusing on repayment plans, pensions, savings, but also bringing a little bit more excitement in, doing things that you love. Some of these things you may have felt like you lost touch with, but most importantly, it's about kicking back, relaxing, and rediscovering parts of yourself that you feel you've neglected for some time because you've had to focus on other things. Now, we've got the Hierophant here. As I said before, it's all about having faith, but the Hierophant can also be advice is available. So some of you, if you're starting something new, whether it's a new job or even a new adventure somewhere, I definitely see some of you reaching out to get a little bit more information about these aspects. All the answers that you seek, you will find them in the month of May. And the Hierophant, for some of you, I feel if you're in a high-level commitment already, I do feel like you make a lot of effort in this relationship. And if you well, I'm feeling that some of you may have felt that your partner has been just a little bit distracted recently. I feel this could be, it's almost like a ruse because this person is thinking about popping the question. So some of you may have your partner suddenly surprise you in the month of May regarding engagement. So try to look surprised. I shouldn't probably have said that, but you know, anyway, that's coming through definitely. The Hierophant, if you are looking for a high-level commitment, I feel that you may be talking to someone new in the month of May, and it will lead to a higher level of commitment, like moving in together or even marriage, if that's what you're hoping for. Now, some of you, I definitely see you investing in spiritual practices. So you may be developing more skills that you have, or you may be a little bit more interested in digging deeper on the spiritual plane to check out your gifts, to see if you have psychic abilities, or if you are interested in a certain thing like scrying or tarot, maybe doing it yourself. Some of you may be setting up a second stream of income, like a channel, a YouTube channel. Some of you may even, because I'm seeing someone connecting to nature and maybe doing nature videos and things like that online. So that could be something that you're investigating right now or curious about doing, especially if you're taking a trip. You may be like, oh, what if I did a video of, you know, some of the scenery that I'm visiting right now, and maybe I could put it on a channel and see if people would also be interested in looking at that. So I definitely see you looking at trying to bring a little bit more money into your life, and definitely learning. This is a period of spiritual development. I can see some spiritual practices being adhered to. I want to go one more. I'm not sure why, but they want me to give you one more. So some of you may be doing a little bit of meditation or even yoga. Some of you may even start a yoga class, or maybe you're going to think about going into Reiki, or simply getting a massage. I just heard simply getting a massage. Some of you may be like, you know what, things have been a little bit tense. There's been a lot of pressure on recently, and you're just like, you know what, my body is calling out for a massage. Now, this came up in someone's reading about 4 weeks ago, I think, and it may have even been for your sign. I'm not sure. I have a feeling deep down it's like for Capricorn it was. If you've got placements in Capricorn, maybe you watch that video. I mean, look at that. We've got the Fool card and we've got the Six of Cups. So you yearn to it's almost like you yearn to return to the good old days. Some of you may be wanting to rediscover parts of yourself. With the Fool card, this is really about bringing a little bit more fun into your life. And some of you may, you know, be taking chances on new paths, new adventures in your life. And it's going to be the start of something really wonderful. Take that leap of faith. It's going to really work out the way you'd hoped for. If you're normally someone who's very cautious, obviously do your due diligence, but take the risk. Open yourself up. I would say look before you leap. You know yourself. Use your inspiration and your intuition. But with the Fool card, I definitely see that you're embarking on something that will be very transformative, and you got this. What else I'm getting here? Sometimes we have to trust in the unknown is what I'm being given. And some of you, it's the beginning of something new. So it could be the beginning of you living somewhere else, somewhere new. It could be even some of you thinking about moving into a different stage of life. So you may be in the working environment right now and thinking about taking early retirement, and you're wondering about the new changes, how you'll feel about that. Some of you may be worried that you'll be bored. Some of you may feel like you're alone doing this because your friends or colleagues may be at different stages, and you may feel that it's a very scary transition. But actually, once you get going and doing it, you're going to absolutely love it. Some of you may be going through like a major bodily change right now, and you may be going through the menopause, or you may be going through a period where your hormones are fluctuating, and you're trying to recalibrate your energy in order to feel like you're back to your normal self. And I feel like you absolutely will. For those of you who are not dealing with any of those things, I feel more this is about a chance to love that inner child of yours and tell that inner child that it's all going to be okay, and that actually you're very, you've grown into a very strong, talented, wonderful human being that is very, how can I put that? Who is making your way through life and doing really good things. And your future self is actually going to thank you for everything that you're doing right now. Now, the Six of Cups also is a card of benevolence, the universe gifting you of surprise from the universe themselves. This is a card of, peace. It's a card of opportunity being gifted to you. I'm definitely getting a sense of a gift here. Very strange. I'm being given like an image of a bulldog at the same time as this card. Let me check in with the bulldog energy. One moment, please. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. That's nice. They're giving me unrelenting courage and tenacity. So maybe that's what they felt I forgot in the list of describing you. You're someone who is very loyal, and they want you to know you're protected as you advance to the next stages towards prosperity. Also, it can mean that if there's someone here that you've been butting heads with, or who has been pushing your buttons in the wrong way, or someone who doesn't support you fully in your life or your goals and dreams, you're actually turning that person into a fan this month. This person admires you. This could be someone who is hard to please, who suddenly supports you and is on your side. I feel like you're turning energy around here. Okay, so it could be a boss, could be a neighbor, could be, a frenemy. I feel suddenly that person sees you in a new light and sees you for the real awesome person that you are, and you gain a fan this month is what I'm picking up on. I mean, some of you may literally just see a bulldog, or you may be gifted one. Remember, all animals, they're for life. If you see one, I feel this is something that you've worked really hard for. There's some good news being given to you about it. It's like it's showing up. It's going to be a very stable presence in your life. So if you are walking down the street tomorrow, for example, and you see someone walk down the street with a bulldog, or there's someone with a tattoo of a bulldog, or you see one on the TV, it indicates that a very hard-won wish that you desire is entering your life in May. So look out for that. It's very positive energy. Now also, the Six of Cups can be nostalgia. So thinking back, and I was definitely picking up on that energy of history, of thinking about the legacy that you're leaving, but also where you've come from, and giving thanks to the ancestors, those who've walked before. You may actually have signs this month from someone in spirit that you really respect and love and think about from time to time. Let me see. Let me check in with that, what that is. They're actually showing me, they're showing me a gray feather and, well, it looks pinky red feather. Now, I would only see like a pinky red feather with like a feather boa, but it could be like a parrot feather, or it could be, it could be a cardinal. So please take it as it resonates. It's a very unique color feather, but they also show me a gray one. I mean, they may exist together, so look out for those. Now, the Six of Cups, we have Mercury in retrograde, so it can mean someone from your past, a friend, doesn't always have to be an ex. A friend is going to reach out because they miss you, okay? I'm just going to pull a quick card on that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide This is someone who's thinking about you, someone who's seeing you as being very, very successful. I also feel like they want to elevate you. So they may actually come in with an opportunity, some sort of proposal for you. Obviously, do your due diligence, but I feel this is something that is really very, very positive. Look at that. We've got Page of Pentacles. We've got King of Wands. So it could be someone you used to work with, reaches out. They've got something to offer you. Page of Pentacles here as well. Pages, they tend to bring news. So this could be, someone trying to poach you or headhunt you because you're really awesome to work with. And we've got the King of Wands here as well. So that's to elevate quite quickly in a position. Okay, some of you may even set up your own business and you're going to see the effort start to really pay off and lots of finances come your way. This is you seeing tangible success showing up in your world, undeniable evidence that your hard work is paying off. And you started with a plan and the plan is working. That's what I'm picking up here. Now, for those of you who are retired or not focusing on work, I mean, when you get lots of pentacles, it does mean the investment that you give or the attention you give to something, because you have a lot to offer, my beautiful Virgo. With the King of Wands, it indicates that you influence your circumstances, that you have leadership skills, that people look up to you. And some of you may get a sponsorship this month. Some of you may feel motivated to try new things, be bold, come out of your comfort zone. I definitely see evidence of success here for you. And the King of Wands tends to be an entrepreneur or someone who, is very sensible and has a lot of charm, is someone who is a leader, a natural born leader. So I definitely see that you are challenging yourself and you're putting a little bit more effort into being very productive this month. You're getting stuff done and the universe is sending you a lovely surprise, especially at the end of the month. Something good, something goes your way exactly the way that you hoped for. And I feel this could be the start of a new adventure. So whether it's a new job, raise, promotion, or even it could be you deciding to travel, to relocate. I definitely see that you are looking at areas of your life that can bring more energy in, like better sleeping patterns, being a little bit more concise with your time, making sure that you don't spend time with people who drain your energy, or don't spend too much time with people who drain your energy. Okay, so we have knowledge. So definitely, as I said, this month is really about learning, especially since your 9th house is there and your 3rd house. Both those houses really connect to higher learning and early learning in certain aspects. It says gift of knowledge to inform others, studying, learning to know, and ancient wisdom. And we've got a wonderful spider there. Spiders are actually good luck. You may actually, because they're showing me a dream catcher right now, you may see lots of images of dream catchers everywhere. That tends to mean a wish, or, well, they're symbolizing it as a wish come true, but dream catchers, they tend to catch any negative energy or any potential nightmare situations, and they prevent you from having anything negative happen to you. So I feel some of you will see lots of dream catcher energy because it's about you connecting to your true path and being successful on it and reaching for your dreams without any obstacles or negativity surrounding it. So I feel it's very, very positive. Okay. And you may also use your knowledge and your information to staircase to get to where you want to go. We've also got Priestess of Light. So definitely some sort of spiritual retreat or connection to your spiritual gifts there. It says, your light shines for others. The world is your oyster. You are a powerful manifester. Okay, you start with the manifestation card. So remember, thoughts become things this month. Think of what you want, write it down, write a little list, and watch you tick yourself off. It's like you're ticking those things off your list because things are going to start showing up for you in the month of May. And we've also got new birth. So again, we got the full card. There's new beginnings here for you, new chapters, new eras that are going to be very exciting. Even if you're just picking up a new hobby, you're going to meet new people, new energy is entering into your life. You're going to feel stimulated in the right way, and things start to be a little bit more spontaneous in your world again. It says creation and metamorphosis, birthing something new and coming into being. So I really feel like you're kind of becoming, shall we say, in the month of May, rediscovering parts of yourself that you may have felt have been dormant, or that you have left on hold for a little while. You're definitely reconnecting to that, and I definitely see some better luck headed your way. Prosperity is coming on in, and I feel there's going to be a lucky break for you. Something works out exactly the way you hoped for. You may think it's a gamble, but it actually pays off, and your destiny becomes so obvious to you in the month of May as well. Okay, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Also, look out for lots of coins, because they are also indications from Spirit that someone is trying to get a message to you, that they're around you, they love you, and they miss you. Okay, is what I'm being given. I mean, it could be a penny. It doesn't have to be, but it's going to be in an unusual place. Okay, if you're just finding coins in your pocket, I mean, I'm not talking about that. If you're finding like a coin in your shoe, or you're finding a coin like somewhere where it shouldn't be, okay, that's an indication that it's been placed there for a reason. I mean, look at all these cards that are talking about knowledge. You've got the Hierophant there. You've got the knowledge card there. You've got I am knowledgeable. Okay, you're very, very smart, my beautiful Virgo, and I feel like you're using that knowledge to its full advantage. So some of you will be kicking back with a good book and soaking up all of that knowledge there. We've got I am forgiving, and it's number 8. Okay, so I really feel this card is giving me a sense of you being a little bit more compassionate with yourself and not being so hard on yourself. Sometimes let's put it this way. Your pace will not be someone else's pace. Your journey will not be another person's journey. We cannot measure each other's journey against each other, because we are all taking a different journey. We may want to end up in the same place, but the universe says sometimes you got to learn a different lesson than the other person, or sometimes you got to meet a different person than the other person. And if you are starting at point A and you want to reach point C, sometimes the universe doesn't give you a straight line. Sometimes it gives you a little detour, because there's someone important that they want you to meet at point B, or there's someone that they want you to meet and you have to do a big old like 360 before you can come back round to the place that you actually really wanted to be. So trust in the process, trust in the journey, and of course we've got a major card here. I have a higher purpose. So with that Page of Wands energy, I definitely see you connecting to your higher calling, and connecting deeper to your faith, and knowing that you are on the right track. I mean, you got the 6 of Wands there. You're going to be very successful. You're definitely leveling up. And I do feel May is a month where it's like, game on. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go for it. Let's show yourself what you've got. That's what I'm feeling. So that was that song earlier. I'm just going to go and get, they want you to have 3 ruins. Your first one is, oh, interesting. Yeah. So they're giving me an image of a thinker, or the thinker. I mean, that statue may have even come up for you in one of the readings a couple of weeks ago. It definitely came up in one of the readings, so it may have been for yours. But yeah, this is the human ruin. So this is all about the self. So lots of soul searching, deep in thought, analyzing, strategizing. This is a big month for your plans to become a reality. Okay. Also, you're going to take some me time this month in May, and some of you even may find pockets of silence to really connect to your inner visions and your inner wisdom. I'm not surprised to see this ruin, okay, because instantly they're showing me the Wheel of Fortune there, and this is the gift ruin. It does connect to the Wheel of Fortune, okay. Now, this is about divine union. So if you are looking for love, you're meeting a counterpart. It can connect to partnerships as well, which indicates some of you may want to go into business with people, or you may find an institution that you want to partner up with, and there's a contract that will be on the table. Pay close attention to anything that you're signing. Make sure you read the fine print. I don't see anything negative here, but I definitely see that you'll want to make sure that all is above board and there's no little surprises later on. Let me see if I'm getting anything else with this. Okay, I feel also with this that you are going to receive something free this month. Okay. Now this showed up in someone else's reading, Libra, I think it was. Maybe a coffee. Someone may give you a coffee for free, or you know, a croissant for free, or something like that. It could even be that someone like gives you a little gift and leaves it on your table at work. There's something for free, I feel, coming your way in the month of May. And finally, we have the Hero rune. Okay, this is a rune that's all about your potential, reaching the stars, things coming to a conclusion. So if you're starting projects, you're finishing them, you are being the hero or heroine in your own story, and you're writing the narrative. So I feel you're very, very strong. You've had a difficult time. You may have felt very unmotivated, but I feel you're charging ahead in the month of May, getting stuff done. And I feel like your future self will thank you for all the energy that you've put in May, because it ripples out into the rest of the year is what they're showing me for you. I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Also, before I go, they want you to be aware that someone unexpected is going to give you a wonderful compliment in the month of May. It's literally going to stun you. So maybe this person is a very difficult person to please, or they are someone who never gives any compliments. They're really going to give you a compliment, and it's going to knock you for six. Okay, it's really interesting. My guides also said, remember, you got the Six of Cups and you got the gift rune. The Six of Cups, if you look it up, what it means, the Six of Cups can mean gift. And, you know, in the traditional, I'm just going to show you, can you show me the Six of Cups, please? In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, the Six of Cups is a figure giving someone a gift. Well, two children, there we go. You know, someone being the bigger person and giving a gift. Okay, so definitely this is a gift month for you. There's not just something for free. Even if you make a purchase, for example, and they send you like a free gift with it that you were not expecting, I definitely see something for free for you. But I feel this month there's something on offer for you that the universe is delivering that is an absolute gift. It could come in the form of finances because you've got lots of pentacles, but it could also be in the form of a new friend, because I definitely see you meeting someone new. It could be at a hobby or a place where you learn something, or even in a group setting. I definitely see you meeting someone who's going to be a very strong ally for you moving forward. Okay, so I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Virgo, and love and light.